Sichuan, China, July 6, 2025. The province of Sichuan is reeling from a series of catastrophic landslides triggered by days of relentless rainfall, with entire villages flattened and a rising death toll. The disaster, which began in the early hours of July 5, has turned the once picturesque landscapes of the region into scenes of utter devastation, raising urgent questions about climate change, infrastructure, and governmental preparedness. The terrifying ordeal began to unfold in Ganzi County. For 3 consecutive days, torrential downpours had saturated the mountainous terrain. The soil and rock, unable to bear the immense weight of the water, finally gave way. At precisely 2:00 p.m., a deafening roar signaled the collapse of the entire eastern slope of a mountain in Ganzi. An estimated 15,000 cubic meters of earth, rock, and debris surged downwards in a terrifying black wave. This immense force swept away everything in its path: giant boulders, ancient trees, power lines, and the wooden homes of the highland communities. Shocking footage captured at the scene has sent tremors across the nation. The very ground appeared to liquefy, swirling like a monstrous vortex that consumed all it touched. In less than a minute, 4 homes were completely engulfed, vanishing beneath meters of mud and rock. The suddenness of the event left no time for escape, and the faint cries for help were quickly extinguished. A suffocating darkness of dust and despair descended upon the area, leaving survivors in a state of profound shock. Just moments before, their village was a place of vibrant life, filled with the laughter of children and the familiar sounds of a community settling in for the evening. According to official reports, the initial and most severe landslide struck Dashap village in Sichuan town. This area, characterized by its steep inclines and historically unstable soil, had long been designated a high-risk zone. The prolonged and intense rainfall, however, transformed that latent risk into a horrific reality. Authorities immediately declared a state of emergency, launching a massive evacuation effort that moved 491 people from 215 households out of the immediate disaster zone and surrounding high-danger areas. Rescue operations have been ongoing, with teams working tirelessly through the night. In the faint glow of flashlights, young soldiers and emergency personnel, their faces caked in mud, have been digging through the debris, often with their bare hands and shovels, fueled by the desperate hope of finding survivors. Their grim task has so far led to the recovery of 4 bodies, individuals who were unable to outrun the deluge. The horror, however, was not confined to Ganzi. In what experts are calling a domino effect of geological disasters, 2 more landslides struck the nearby counties of Abe and Danba within hours. In Danba, a massive section of a mountainside unexpectedly gave way, burying critical roads and decimating the regional power grid. In Abaya, a cascade of thick mud blocked key access routes, isolating entire villages and severely hampering rescue efforts. Geologists warn that the saturated ground across the mountain range remains dangerously unstable, with even minor tremors capable of triggering further collapses. The human toll extends beyond the immediate casualties. Hundreds of evacuees, carrying little more than what they could grab in a moment's notice, have been forced to trek through knee-deep mud to makeshift shelters. It had been raining for 3 days, recounted Mrs. Liu, a local resident. Cracks started appearing in the ground outside my house. By the afternoon, the hill behind us just collapsed. I barely had time to pull my daughter out before our roof vanished into the mud. In these temporary refuges, the displaced huddle together, their eyes vacant with trauma as they stare towards the mountains that were once their home. The concrete roads, once celebrated as symbols of rural development, now lie shattered and broken, resembling the aftermath of a powerful earthquake. Geologist Mr. Wan Zhong, speaking to CCTV, explained that the continuous rain has reduced the terrain stability to its lowest possible point. He revealed the alarming discovery of over 50 new potential landslide sites in the past 48 hours alone, many large enough to threaten thousands if not immediately addressed. With meteorological forecasts predicting at least 3 more days of rain, the threat hanging over Sichuan's mountainous communities is far from over. As of the evening of July 6, over 4,000 people remain in high-risk areas, awaiting phased evacuations. Each new fissure in the earth brings cascading consequences. Power outages, communication breakdowns, and a palpable fear that now grips every household in the mountains. In the aftermath, as the rain continues to fall and the earth remains unsettled, a heavy silence descends. It is a silence filled with unspoken questions. Were there warnings that went unheeded? Was vital reinforcement of vulnerable mountainsides neglected? Could the lives lost have been saved by more decisive, science-informed action? This tragedy in Sichuan is a stark and devastating reminder of the escalating dangers posed by climate change and extreme weather. It underscores a grim reality. When nature's fury meets human negligence, the consequences are catastrophic. As we witness these events from afar, the silent, haunting gaze of a young girl clutching her cat in front of the ruins of her home forces a deeper reflection. We are not just viewers, we are witnesses. And in that lies a responsibility to learn, to act, and to ensure that such preventable tragedies do not simply become the next headline with different names and numbers.